hello. Welcome back to another Scream Queen.
Good evening.
I get
Hello.
hyped every time I see that intro. It's like,
Me
ooh,
too. I've been
oh,
recording. I'm like, let me record it. Look at us.
I
I'll just
love
send it to you. Goodness gracious.
It's so cute. Hey, Bobby.
Hola, mi gente.
Hola, hola.
Hey.
Welcome in. Hey, the
It's
Random Horror
Keisha.
Show.
Hey.
Okay, guys. Oh my God, it's the last night of
Oh,
Scream
I know. Look at
Queen.
the that
We
went by
we
quick.
we made a whole month of
Mhm.
Scream Queens, you guys. This is
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Oh, baby,
Um,
baby, baby, what you
hey
want? I
Chris,
had it
what's
just for
up?
it.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. Well, first
Cry.
of all, welcome everybody, and I'm going to allow our queens to give our one and the last intro of the show. First of all, I'm Shanti. I'm your host
Oh,
this
hey, Wade.
evening. And I am one half of In Love with Horror, where my husband AJ and I talk about all things horror. You can find me at In Love with Horror on Instagram or Love Horror Queen on Blue Sky. So let's go in order. The Ashes. You go ahead, girl.
Boom. Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Ash to Ashes. And I'm so glad to be back this week's episode. Last week, I took a break. Your girl was just going through it. So shout out to all my sisters, my horror sisters, for checking in on me, send me good energy and all that stuff. I really needed it. So I appreciate y'all. I am 1/3 of Kill the Dead podcast and 1/3 of Rise from the Dead podcast.
Nice. Lady Sasha.
Hi, I'm Lady Shasha. I'm the Mistress of the Snark. I'm the Blood Goldilocks and the Gore Connoisseur. My channel is called Horror Freak, and my show is What Did I Just Watch? As is my website, which is whatdidijustwatch.com. I'm also on Hood Podcasts on Tuesday nights, where we talk about all things Black geek culture. I also have a visual podcast called What We Watched Last Weekend. Where
Yeah.
Episode 3 is going to drop tomorrow. And also tomorrow night, I'm going to be on Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel, where we talk about kind of the worst of the worst, like movies that are barely movies. And
Oh, I can't wait.
That sounds
it's
good.
like an
I love
endurance
those.
challenge where once a month we pick out movie. Everyone takes a turn picking out a movie to make other people suffer from. And last month was my pick, so I did the actor that got chased around the city, and I paired that with African American Psycho, the hip hop freak. And then
Oh, I love his daughters.
tomorrow we are doing Bite and Bite Me, which are most of the movies that we watch are from Tubi. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm-
I love
Is
it.
Bite the one with the bride to be gets bit and
Mhm.
I couldn't finish it. My elbows would not let me finish it. I would no,
And
no.
also on Sundays, I just introduced a more longer format program called She Did That, which is, they're actually going to be all Sunday super shows, but for the month of March, because it's Women's History Month, I just did a collection called She Did That. Not sure what I'm going to do for next month for the super shows, but they're usually around 37 minutes to an hour long.
Nice. Yeah, awesome.
Nice.
So busy.
Aren't we all? Mika, Kira.
No, can you take it this time? I'm gonna throw it to you. Okay. Well, hi, you guys. I'm one half of a Double Feet podcast, Mika, and there's the Double Kira. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Double Feet Podcast. And right now, we're doing a series every Sunday for On Your Radar, where we kind of talk about movies that we think should be on people's watch list. And we'll also be starting a new segment to kind of play on Double Feature. So look for that soon.
Dope. Ricky
Very cool.
Z.
Hey everyone, I'm Ricky Z. I am, let's see, what am I? 1/4 of Geeking Out, our sister show. And I'm also the producer for Scream Queenz, our brother show.
Dope. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Tamon and the Scream Kings for allowing us to take over for the month of March and show y'all how it's done. Okay.
Take notes.
Yes, and to my fellow Scream Queens, I have absolutely enjoyed spending this month alongside y'all and just chatting it up and learning from y'all. It's been amazing. So our drinking game, our word is woman, women, or any iteration.
Damn.
So we're gonna be drinking tonight.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
We gotta
we're
ration
gonna
out our
be
drinks.
drinking.
I know I got a ration.
Listen,
All right, so take our first drink, y'all.
Okay, let me do a light sip.
Yeah.
Keep it light, because we got a long night ahead of us.
Light sip, light.
All right, so y'all in the comments, make sure y'all don't say woman, okay? Because y'all
Oh,
gonna take a drink.
who said it?
Okay, what are we screaming about?
Ooh.
I have to think of mine, so I'm gonna throw the ball to Ricky
I got one.
Z. What are you screaming
Okay.
about?
I'm excited. I'll do one, but I'm excited for. Oh, wait, you cut off Ricky. I'm sorry, Ricky. Oh, go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead, Ricky. I'm sorry, girl.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, go, Ricky, go.
So geeking out, we're reviewing Daredevil Born Again, which is kind of like whatever, but we're also reviewing The Wheel of Time season 3 right now. And so this last episode was really good. There was a lot of if you've ever seen The Wheel of Time, which is kind of like a running joke on Geeking Out, where one of our former hosts was like, the first season was so excited about it coming out. So every time, this is how the drinking game started. Every time he would talk about The Wheel of Time, we'd take a drink. And so when the show finally came out, we were like, oh, this is actually good stuff. We're sorry that we were crying for the first month of the show. But
Your words.
But season 3 started, and I really enjoy this show. So I'm geeking out about season 3 of Wheel of Time.
Oh, where is that at? Where's
That is on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay, Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon was showing their money on that.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I hadn't planned on checking that out, but now I might go ahead on and watch it.
Let me add
Amazon has some gems, and my only issue is that like there's only like a couple things where I really actually care about it, and then other than that, like it's actually it's my subscriptions that are attached to it, my AMC Plus and my Broadway HD that I care about. That's what it is.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, Mika. You can go ahead on and share your experience.
Well, no, I'm gonna piggyback off of you and AJ and Christy, the trailer you guys just did the review for Bloodlines. I'm excited. That was really good. I'm excited about that for the Final Destination. I don't know if anybody else saw the trailer.
Yes.
I'm waiting until tomorrow. I'm gonna do a reaction to it. I'm gonna record a reaction to it.
Oh, yeah. I gotta see what you think. I like the trailer. Yeah.
It looks
all these new fears.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not spoil it for Lady Sasha.
Oh yes,
her reaction too.
If we go based on like what Final Destination has done, like no one can go on a highway, buy a truck carrying lumber anymore without
never
having that thought.
Literally traumatized a whole generation of people.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any more? What are you guys screaming about?
I mean, just piggyback. Oh, go ahead.
No. Ash, go.
No, I was just going to piggyback the whole Final Destination trailer dropping. My thing was the first look of Tony Todd returning back. That was like a punch in the gut. Like I haven't been this emotional over celebrities passing. Like, I mean, I get emotional, but like this one, like it hurt. Like, just seeing how I'm like, you're supposed to be here.
The same thing. It's funny because up until then, I hadn't had any emotional reaction to it in that way. Like I was obviously very sad, and it's like somebody you cared about, but actually seeing him, I was like, ooh, teary-eyed, throat itching. I was like, ooh, this is getting me. Like I don't know what it was about seeing him, but it just kind of like changed everything.
Yeah. And it happened again. Like I was going through my pictures, like showing my mom, I don't know, I was looking for something on my phone, and the picture of me and him, I was like,
bittersweet, man.
Yeah. I was like, Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
But
it's very sad.
Yeah, we're losing a lot of great people.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Mike's trying to go to bed, Michael. No, that don't count. That
does not count. No.
Go to bed.
And also like with Final Destination, I'm glad we get like a one final like goodbye
Mhm.
Oh,
to honor his
mhm,
legacy.
mhm.
So that's a good aspect of it as
Did I
well.
tell you guys my Tony Todd story?
No.
No.
No, Sasha.
My mother and my uncle used to say that they grew up with Tony Todd on Sigourney Street in Hartford, Connecticut, and I never believed him. I was like, I don't believe you, I don't believe you. And then one summer I was visiting my grandparents, and my mother, my uncle, and their cousin were like, oh yeah, we used to hang out with Tony all the time. And my uncle was like, yeah, he used to always talk that big stuff about being an actor, and I told him he wasn't going to be an actor, and he showed me. And so I'm just laughing at it. The phone rings, and I see my mother's cousin elbow her, say, tell her to pick it up. Tell her to pick it up. So I answered the phone. Tony Todd is on there doing his Candyman voice.
Stop it.
He
Stop
scared the
it.
crap out of me. I was, oh my God, he scared me. I should have believed him. No,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
awesome.
believe him
Lost
until that
it.
moment. I was like, wow.
Wow. Oh my God, but
Yeah.
Sasha, see, just look at that core memory though. Like that's
Yes.
like once in a lifetime, right? To
Always
even
gonna have
recall
that.
it. Wow.
That's
Mhm.
amazing. Kira, do you have
Love it.
anything to scream about?
Oh yes, I do, you guys. I am excited. Now Mika know I love a good shark film. I don't know if anyone saw the trailer for Dangerous Animals on
Oh,
Shudder
no.
June 6th.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Let me
excited.
write
It's a
that
new
down.
little spin on the shark
Oh,
film.
good.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that one does look really good.
Ah,
Because initially, when you think shark movie, like, oh Lord, here we go again.
here we go again. Exactly.
But yes,
Whole
completely
new
different.
twist, right?
Yes,
Watch the trailer,
love
you
it.
guys.
I'm
I'm like,
excited for
wow.
it.
It's by the
You
same
will
people that
rock.
did The Loved Ones, which I absolutely love. So I'm like, oh, we're in good hands.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah,
excited. So that's what I'm screaming about at the moment. Mhm.
amazing. Lady Shaka, do you have anything you're screaming about?
I made a note of something I wanted to say, and now I can't find a note.
No.
I can't find a note. There was something coming out that was based on a true story, and now I can't remember what the name of it was.
Was it
Oh.
the,
At the
the
same time,
exorcism one?
also,
Is it the exorcism one? 'Cause I saw
no,
one
it's not the exorcism
yesterday.
one. No, um, I wish I could remember the name of it. And it's taken from true stories of some young Black girls at that. And I was like, oh, that's such a cool
Hmm.
concept. I don't know where I put the note, so
Ah.
I don't know what it's called. It's gonna
Look
bug
that
me.
one up.
But at the same time, Lady in the Yard is coming out this weekend, so
Yeah,
I'm excited
I'm
about that.
Yes.
excited about that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we talked about that a little bit before we got started, y'all, and we're all hyped. We're all hyped.
Yeah.
Collectively, gonna be trying to see it this weekend.
Yeah. Well, a couple people going to see Thursday. Are you going to see it tomorrow, Sasha?
No,
Ash,
I
you
didn't.
seeing it
I didn't
Thursday?
get a screener.
Oh.
No, there's no. Well, at least in my area, there's no screening for it, which kind of
Oh.
sucks. So I might not get to see it till the weekend sometime.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm supposed to see it tomorrow at 4:30, but I'm like, I might make a double feature of that with Opus Friday. So I'm
Oh,
depending
yeah.
on the show times, I might
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
No, Tamon, no
No.
spoiling. We're no
Oh,
spoiling.
you gotta
No
stop.
spoiling. Don't listen to Tamon, y'all. Ignore him. Put
Oh,
his comment up.
It's a Blumhouse on BS again. Why
Keep his
Blumhouse
own
gave me?
comment up.
oh
They
no.
gave me a screener for
guys.
the Killer Pool movie. They gave me a screener for
Oh.
the teddy bear in the basement movie.
In the basement movie.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it is
haven't seen
Blumhouse. We'll
any
see.
reviews for it either, Jimmy. So it kind of does have me a little worried, y'all.
No. Oh, you guys, you know what I just remembered too that I'm excited about? I know you guys, well, hopefully, might be. Sinners. Doesn't that come out April?
Yeah, yep, in
Oh,
April.
What was it?
yes.
Oh, I got my ticket for it.
Oh, you did?
I got that alert. I was like,
Oh,
and I'll be
Super
on spring
excited
break
for that
too,
one.
so I'm going early.
Oh,
Nice.
perfect. That's
that's
perfect.
good.
I think I'm very excited for that one as well.
Mhm.
Well, we keep seeing the trailers. I'm like, when are the tickets going on sale? Like,
Yeah.
give it to
Tamon
us.
loves talking spoilers. Yes, he
Mhm.
does. Sometimes I'll be like, I have to tell him before. He said, have you heard about this? Don't want to hear nothing about it.
Don't
want to
hear
hear
it.
nothing about
Don't say
it.
anything. Don't do it.
My husband is like that. Not only spoilers, but we'll read the trivia before the movie too. Yeah, it says on IMDb that can you wait till after the movie?
I love it.
Hilarious. Well, thank y'all for sharing your you're screaming about. Now Scream Queenz started as like a celebration during Women's History Month to like highlight and honor Black women in horror, sci-fi, fantasy.
Oh,
Damn.
yep.
That's
Clank,
why
clank,
he
clank,
chose
clank,
this
clank,
word,
clank.
because we're gonna be saying it all night. Cheers.
Oh, this is good.
So I want
And
to hear from y'all and y'all in the comments who have tuned into our shows this month. Like, what impact has us doing Scream Queens this month had on you?
Oh, yeah,
So,
It
Kira,
cheered me up.
Oh, you start with me. We're gonna start with me.
Let's start with Kira.
Okay. Well, I must say, first and foremost, anytime I can come together with all of you ladies, what an experience. So I'm glad for just the collaboration. Oh, and the friendship, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the second thing that I'll say it in with is I get an education from all of you guys. I'm always in awe in terms of like your knowledge and what you bring with regards to like film in general, specifically horror. So I'm informed and educated every time we connect. So I love it.
Yes, all of that. Ash, tell us what Scream Queens has meant to you this month.
It meant everything for me. I was just happy I was able to collaborate with y'all. I know with some of y'all, we talked about like, oh, we should collaborate on this, and it just hasn't lined up yet till now. So huge shout out to everyone on here. Shout out to Tamon, Ricky, everyone putting this together. We did the damn thing. And then it's just like sisterhood and me new people being able to have a safe place to vent, especially as a woman. Like, I feel like we view things differently. Damn, I did say that.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all together.
But I do feel like as us, we do see things differently. So I feel like this show highlights that, and I feel like it's important that everyone sees our point of view. So yes.
Love that. Lady Shasha, what
I
has
was
Scream
gonna say
Queens
it
meant to
cheered
you?
me up because
Oh, yeah.
I was a little bit in a I'll just call it a political funk, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my God.
And this gave me something to take my mind off of that. And also there were a few moments where I really felt like pride, because I'm like, y'all are the next generation. It's like I almost wanted to tear up. Especially when it was Ricky that you did the I would call it like a retrospective on Son of Ingagi. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad you brought that up and she put all her effort into it. Like, it just made me feel so like it made my heart feel full. I've been saying that a lot lately, but that's the way I feel when I see how much this space has grown. Because when I started doing YouTube, there was like hardly any Black people talking about horror, and even less Black women. So to find more Black women that are into horror, it's just really, really amazing. I love it.
Yes, all of that. Okay, cheers.
Oh,
Cheers.
Oh, one last thing. If you guys check your analytics, I don't know if they're similar to mine. The amount of people that are like 18 to 25 watching us also makes me like think, oh wow, this is really, really cool.
Oh, that's great. I love it. I'll take
Yes,
that.
so dope.
Oh, love it.
Ricky Z, especially for someone who isn't a huge horror fan, what has this experience been like for you?
I really enjoyed learning more about horror from you ladies. Sorry, y'all. We're gonna go and get your drinks, but like be able to work with women, because since I've been podcasting, doing YouTube, I've been working with mostly men. I've been working with Tamon. Most of the guys, most of them are guys on Geeking Out, Scream Kings, and so getting the ladies' perspective in horror has been eye-opening and really wonderful to do, and be able to collaborate with you guys. I know I've worked with some of you guys on different horror projects or Scream King projects, in different capacities, but to be able to just like get to sit and work with y'all and like talk with y'all and get to be in front of the screen instead of behind the scenes, it's been nice.
Yeah.
You're one of us.
You
Ricky,
are.
Ricky, I must say, it's okay. We know the truth. You like us better.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's okay. We see it all in your face. We
Yeah,
got
it's evident. It's
Subliminal
clear.
messages. We got
Women.
I see it.
it.
Oh,
I'm sip with you.
do we drink?
Cheers to that.
All right, Mika, you up next.
Yes. Well, I'll just reiterate. I just been loving the collaboration, and especially too because me and Kira, we like watch all of you women, and you guys make us kind of want to step up our game because just the amount of work you ladies put into your pages, your sites, your I know I was saying all the ladies. It's just been a testament to the great work you do, and that makes us want to step up our game. And I just love the collaboration, and I'm also glad that I got to know you guys a little bit more. You know what I mean? And I think that's been really, really great because I feel like I could reach out to any one of you and like chat, collaborate, just run things through, and I just really appreciate that, and always admired a lot of you guys for a while, so I appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
Oh yeah. You know me, Kira, we're working on being consistent. We got to step up our game, and we just love watching you ladies.
I know. Like, what is that? What's that saying, you guys? You're an icon. They are the moment. They are.
The one thing I would tell you guys, if you ever start to feel like, oh, I'm not progressing, go back and watch your first video. It'll put in perspective how much, even though you feel like, oh, I'm not getting there fast enough, because I always feel like that when I'm editing or something, or if I'm doing something in the background and I happen to see my first video with the horrible lighting and the 380p cell phone out, it was bad. And not knowing how to edit, it was.
Oh, that part right there.
Yeah. I can't believe people watched it. And the sound was horrible.
You come a long way.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, but Shasha, that's also a testament though to you, right? Like, regardless of all those things, you are what brought people. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Absolutely. I agree with everything everyone has had to say. Not only are we up here showing the Scream Kings how to do it, but I love just like learning from you all, hearing your perspectives. A lot of times y'all look at something completely different how I look at it, and it opens up my eyes, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't even think of that. Like, that's so wild. And Lady Shasha with her history and education, you know, I look up to a lot of y'all too, like just learning from the way you guys handle yourselves and how you share your perspectives. Like, that's all a learning moment for me. And then, like you said, we could just getting to know everybody on a different level, you know, versus then like, hey, how you doing? I like your stuff, but you know, just camaraderie and friendship, and I love all of that. And then, kind of like Lady Shasha mentioned earlier, like having Black women talk about horror is in itself like an iconic thing. So this has been amazing. Thank you to Scream Queenz, Ricky Z, for putting this together. We definitely need to do this again in the future. I'm gonna go get my drink. Right. It has been really nice watching you fine girls discuss and represent from the melanated lady's perspective, which is few and far between. Absolutely.
You have to read out his dramatic voice.
Really nice. Get his voice. Not y'all, the waiting to excel in horror.
Yes.
Shoot.
That's us. I know Ricky is over all the time.
Yes, we know. Yes.
We gonna keep her. Y'all can't have her.
I know.
You know, it made me want to. I'm actually like considering. I was talking with Timon about this, but like kind of doing something separate called like Ricky's first time and watching some.
Do it.
Reviews.
We got list of movies for you. We got you.
Yeah, first time reaction.
I love it.
I got you with international. I got you.
Yes, I love that idea.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We gonna support you 100%.
Yeah, bring it to fruition, Ricky. You need to see it.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. It's time for a commercial break. I think we're gonna take a moment to go down memory lane.
We are family.
I do Alien. Oh no, I don't do Alien, even though I love it. We die, the aliens. We wouldn't make it through. You think Scream? Maybe Scream. I feel like we got a better chance with Ghostface than the alien.
Well, I don't know, because that's cardio.
Oh,
That's how I feel. If I gotta run, I don't know. It's out. It's over for me.
Yeah.
That's cardio.
Yeah, you gotta run. I'm done. I tell you.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. I forgot all about that.
Although I will say though, I bet you if your life truly depended on it, you run
Make
it.
it happen.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Bobby said it's been a joy watching y'all. It's rare we see any of this, especially online. Keep representing y'all and killing it. We need to continue this. Love y'all. Oh,
Love it.
done wonderfully. Thank you, JoJo.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love you guys. All right, now we're gonna have some fun. Let's have some fun. Okay, when I was in high school, I had a boyfriend in high school. He was really cute. Anyways, we were voted cutest couple.
Ooh,
I believe it. Yes.
Let's see what some superlatives would be in horror. Hey, horror girls superlatives. All right, so we got prettiest smile going to Georgina from Get Out, because that smile was iconic. Since we're struggling.
Smile with that trauma, please.
She had the trauma smile, y'all.
She did.
No.
Oh my god.
I can't even do it.
That hurts my cheeks.
Changed. Who is this? Oh, I was like, who is this?
Yeah.
That is Rita from Vampire in Brooklyn. Now,
I like to give her a shine. I like that.
her transformation was actually pretty good. Hair changed, eyes changed.
Look at that. Look at her cheekbones. Just that whole picture.
Okay.
Look at your mom.
What's the trauma?
That's what it is.
All you can do, baby, is smile. That's all you can muster.
Hey, exactly. Oh yes, Jimmy, we're gonna have to bring some more queens in. For sure. Biggest flirt. Okay, let's just be I did not make these. These Tamar made these.
Damn.
But it's true, because in Death by Temptation, she was always at the bar flirting.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, indeed. Scariest couple. Okay, David Adelaide or the other ones?
The other.
The other
The tethered versions.
Yeah, the tethered version.
Well, the other version was off the chain. Rightfully so, though, probably.
Absolutely. Most likely to live forever. Akasha.
Yes.
Akasha.
She would have lived forever.
Yes, would have.
You haven't seen the movie or read the book.
I know, I loved her.
She don't make it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, couldn't nail that part.
Most athletic,
Michonne, yes.
She is a badass.
Oh, that's good. I like that one.
That's fitting now. Michonne is fitting, you guys, for sure.
Okay, Brenda with the class clown.
That's what's taking me out.
That scene alone
She can speak in love.
Also, the
I know you better get out of my face.
With the skeleton chasing her.
It's just bones. It's like,
So funny.
Best hair to Anna from Bad Hair. Bad Hair was crazy. Have y'all seen this movie? Because
yes,
I reviewed
that movie had me stressed.
so stressed.
I'm dead with that one.
Out of my face.
Out of my face. Okay, what's next? Oh yes,
Carla.
Best chase scene, Carla.
I was liking Carla. I liked her chase scene, and my girl, she did what she needed to do. She survived.
Look at Brandy's face. She always was like the number one girl next door. So
she does have a girl next door face.
Julie. It's like
Best screen for Maureen.
Yeah,
that was good. That was good. That's a good opening.
Down.
Man, I never felt more seen than Maureen when I first watched Scream 2. It was like earlier last year. I said I would be like this too. Why am I sitting on this there with all these white people watching a scary movie and they got the mask on? What am I doing?
That's
And that's the type of scream that just stays with you.
Oh yeah, jarring, man.
Most likely to die saving others.
Mm-hmm.
Anything Alfred Woodard play.
Not to put the whole thing, all her roles in it. I'm done.
She sacrificed her husband for everything.
Heavy on Annabelle too.
Oh my! I don't even like that movie because of that fact.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Y'all got my girl up here.
I know. I'm so glad to see that, Sherry. Yeah.
Yes.
To never give up. Honey said,
I love that movie.
I'm getting up out of here. Oh, yeah. Sandy in the comments said, "Oh wait, go back."
Oh hell no!
Sandy in the comments says, "Listening on episodes has been fun. I'm just getting to know you. Would it be possible if you could tell me your top favorite horror subgenre?"
Ooh.
Okay. Well, mine is found footage. Mm-hmm. What about y'all? What are y'all?
Slashers and international.
Mm-hmm. I agree with
I love the zombie
yeah,
all day.
Yeah, I'm zombie. Yeah, and that's crazy because we don't like the cardio, but I like to watch other people run for their life. Yeah, I like other people running for their life.
Love it.
It gives you ideas. Like, okay, I know what to do and not to do.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wait, no, I got to change mine. Slasher and body horror.
Body horror show. Oh, underrated. Yes, that's a good show.
I do not like body horror.
I know.
I got a week. I'm a weakling. I'm like,
Wait, can I ask Josh? Have you seen Swallow?
Which one? There's Swallow and there's Swallowed.
Oh, both, Josh. Actually, they both were
good. I saw the one with the two guys that were.
Yes,
they were.
Yes,
I saw that one.
It's on Tubi.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tubi got it. Oh.
For a couple more days, but they always bring it back. But I love that movie. Oh,
I gotta watch that one.
Mine would be like Supernatural and
my sense is a PG show.
I love Supernatural though, Ricky. That's a good one.
I do like Supernatural too. That's like my close second.
Yeah.
Slasher anthology.
Okay. That's a good one.
Anthology, yeah.
We'd always call your responses. Please answer.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Then we're gonna get into our own superlatives. Lady Shasha, most likely to kill the prom queen to become the prom queen.
That's hilarious because I went to my own prom for 20 minutes. Showed up, took my pictures, chucked the deuces, we out. We snuck into a nightclub. I was 17.
Oh my God, living the best
life.
Wasting
his dress on high school.
Right.
And my date, he got to use his sister's car. I think she had some type of red sports car. I don't remember what it was, but it was cute.
I love it.
How well do you think we have labeled you, Lady Shasha?
I can actually see that happening.
I literally could not tell you who my prom queen was. When I say I was there for 20 minutes,
she was out.
She wasn't 20 minutes.
First off, the prom started at 7. I showed up at 9.
You did not care.
I'm from a very small town, and I ain't like them small town people. I was ready to get out of there.
Yeah. You made an appearance, show off your outfit, and
Carrie. My Carrie part 2.
I love Carrie part 2.
Yes, I'm more like Carrie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everybody can die.
Right.
Everybody can get it. Especially Mrs. Mahoney. I'm sorry. Remember, like there was this one vice principal. She was always on my behind and always giving me detentions for being tardy. And like she gave me 46 detentions my senior year.
Damn.
I had my own desk, and there was a bunch of us, and they called us the Breakfast Club because it was like the same people in detention every day.
Shasha, I'm starting to think you might have earned those detentions.
Right.
46.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. I had to serve those or else I couldn't graduate because she couldn't punish me no other way because my it was also my mouth because there was this is my last tangent.
Now I can believe that
meeting with the guidance counselor, and this teacher, I forgot what her name was. She was like my first period teacher, and she was like, you walk into my classroom 30 minutes in, and it's a 45-minute classroom, and I'm gonna drop you a letter grade. And I'm like, I have a 98 average in your class, so I didn't need to be there the first 30 minutes.
Oh my
and they were
30 minutes.
Say, young lady.
Tim, I say you definitely killed everybody.
Seriously, yes. 30 minutes. Well, Sasha said she came to the prom at 9, so
Yeah.
Feel like be lucky I even showed up. So
Right. I need to see a picture. Ash most likely to fall during a check.
why?
oh my God.
Is that because earlier I said I will let people fall and come back to them? That's why. No, I keep my shoelaces tied.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Most likely to die.
I love you guys. I gotta say, this is fitting. And you know that's my saying. I do give everyone grace, baby. Yes.
You would die, Kira. You would die giving someone grace.
Oh, you need to do it.
I see the good in everyone, and in horror movies, that's going to be ultimately eyes for sure.
Yeah.
And
You're right. You'll bring your own car.
Yeah, and I would leave everyone behind. I probably would.
Even Kira.
She would.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta
like those
she
ones
would.
Most
Damn.
likely to die first.
Die first.
Most likely to die last. I'm dead.
Look, I feel like
By
tomorrow's a hater.
accident.
That's a hater.
Who came up with these? Tamon?
You know it.
I just saw that by accident, Ricky.
Right,
You know
hater.
what, Chrissy, no, I feel like you're not going to die first. I'm trusting that.
I don't know. I might would actually. I would try my best not to. Most likely to monetize the death of their colleagues and friends.
Facts.
Yeah.
100% facts.
Yeah.
Come on here, boy. Where you get that from?
With that picture too. That picture tells you everything.
Come on.
Yes.
Hey, Mon.
Mischievous smile right there is a little bit mischievous to me.
Smile away.
Late night talk shows.
Right. Oh,
The real Gail Weathers.
Oh, come on now.
don't get him started on that. Okay. That was
Yes.
No.
Get out.
Bye. Bye.
Ram.
That was cute. I love that.
Oh
All right,
my God, I love my title.
Yeah.
Giving grace. Giving grace.
By grace.
I need to do mine again though. Okay, so now we're gonna like go back and try to like pay homage to some women in horror. We picked 3 women to kind of like shine light on who don't get a lot of
That's
man,
right.
Look
Look
at
at
this.
God.
Take the mouse pad from him.
Take it away.
Take the mouse. Take the mouse. Stop clicking on the button.
Cut the mic. Cut the mic.
So the first queen we're going to talk about is Lupita. Okay. I think he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
An unsung Black woman. Oh gosh, in horror.
Oh, women.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she's missed yet. I don't. What do we think? I think every film thus far I've thoroughly enjoyed. I don't see any low grade.
I feel like if I see her cast in a horror movie, we're in good hands.
Absolutely.
I feel like at this point she knows what kind of role to go to accept. So
she's a great actress.
Especially in A Quiet Place. Oh my gosh, A Quiet Place Day 1.
Oh, that was so
I still get emotional thinking about
I
that.
know.
Same.
I know. That daggone cat.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm a cat lover, so that was extra heartstrings.
Yes, that was so good. And then her and Us, she really played 2 different characters.
Mhm.
Masterclass.
Very much so.
The voice.
Oh my God.
I can't get over that voice.
My
I
goodness.
think that's one of my favorite. That's my favorite, probably Jordan Peele.
Same.
It is. I just love that one. Now I can rewatch them one over and over again, but such great performances, especially from Lupita. It was so well done.
Yeah. I have not seen Little Monsters, so
Oh my god,
It's
yeah,
a good. It's
That's
fun.
good.
zombies.
I gotta watch
This one
that
is
one.
actually very fun. If you guys like a little humor with your horror, Little
Mhm.
Monsters is really an enjoyable ride,
Yeah.
honestly. And of course, you gotta love the zombies, little kids.
Oh, Wayne says it was filmed in Australia. Okay.
Yeah, Wayne is in
know that.
Australia. Wayne is in
Wayne.
Australia. He's watching
Can we
from
say-
Australia.
I want to highlight Wayne, you guys. Wayne will give you the best recommendations for any horror film Australian.
Yes.
So
Sorry. I love Australian horror.
didn't care for us. Shot beautiful. Though. Maybe Get Out was so good it messes with my anticipation.
I get it, girl.
I feel like they're very different. So
Yeah, I think
they
they're
are
two
very
different genres.
Yes.
I mean, to me, they look
Oh,
like
yeah,
two different
sometimes.
genres.
I agree. I agree with that. But yeah, she's an exquisite actress. Kiki Palmer,
Kiki.
our
Yes.
cousin, our sister, our auntie, our friend. I love me some Kiki, y'all. I've talked to
I
her
do.
before, but she's so iconic. I love
Did
her.
y'all see the meme? It was like you're on an 8-hour flight. Who do you choose to sit next to? And it was like different celebrities, and Kiki was outside. I choose Kiki.
Yeah.
I still don't know this man.
I feel sorry for him.
I feel sorry for this man. Yeah, she's just fun. You could tell like she would be like so fun to hang out with. And it's just and she seemed very authentic to me, especially when she's doing interviews and everything, but just fun. That's what I get from her.
Like funny and then wise at the same time. Like you can talk about anything and everything.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember our Kiki era when she was a talk show host? Briefly?
Yes.
Come on, Kiki.
Yeah. And I think that's probably why she is so wise, because she's done so much in the industry.
From my head to my toes. Because I'm the new VP. It's like, let me stop.
And I love Animal. I think Animal was slept on. You know what I mean? That's such a fun one.
Yep.
It's really slept on.
And she did like the theme song for it.
I like Nope. That's
my gosh, Nope.
I mostly like her. I like her character a lot in Nope. And our final queen on this list is who we're going to be talking about.
Halle Berry. Back on topic, apparently, but okay.
Halle Berry.
I love Halle Berry.
So I haven't seen the show Extant.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah,
I heard it being on CBS, but that's it.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah,
I remember that one. That was early. No, it wasn't early. It was like early 2010.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I haven't seen Never Let Go yet. Is that on Hulu yet or no?
You can actually. I don't know if it's where it's streaming, but I think I know you can rent it. It was actually really good. I enjoyed it. Oh, Wayne, what you think? Did you like it? I liked it.
I haven't seen it.
Never Let Go.
I'm no spoilers, but you don't want to look that road.
It's on Stars. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's on Stars.
I guess I'll get my membership back.
Okay. How are we drinking?
Yeah, I would say Never Let Go.
Did y'all watch Never Let Go?
I
mean, a lot of people didn't like it.
I liked it. I think depending on how you going into that film, what you expect, I think what I thought it was is exactly what it was, and it plays. The best way I can describe it is it challenges your perception of horror and what's real, what's not.
Yes.
Yeah, if you go into it thinking that you're going to get more of a mystery thriller, than just a straight, boo jump scare horror, I think you're going to like it a lot more.
I agree with that. I enjoyed it a lot. And I thought her performance was good in it as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
As well as the kids. I
heard the kids were good too. Yeah.
Oh, and see, can I say one thing though? This is a prime example of girl, kids gonna take you down every time, baby. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's the same little boy from
Yes.
Oh my
Deliverance, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he was like that. He was possessed.
Wait, yes, there was the twist.
The way the little boys were in this, they kind of reminded me of do you remember The Good Son?
Oh,
Oh,
What's his name? Word?
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah.
I need to watch this.
Yeah, I'm a horror movie.
Joshua, that's
Catwoman
really
horror
good, though,
movie.
because you had one who was very like intent on following the rules, right? And that one that just was like, no, I'm challenging it. Like I gotta prove myself right here.
Always
And I'm
one.
like,
Always
dang.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Elijah Wood. That's right. Yeah, Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All
They
over
were
a baby
babies
Doug.
then.
Let me stop.
And you guys, am I alone? I love the call. Am I alone on that one?
The wig and all. I've never seen it in the theaters. That was the last time.
I can't. That wig though.
Is this where the wig thing started? Or before that? Okay.
I did like. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I love when Never Let Go was coming out, and people were like, "Wear your favorite Halle Berry wig to the theater."
There's a whole
I
Twitter
did not
account
hear
called Halle
that.
Berry
Oh.
Wig. Halle Berry wigs on Twitter. It's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
But that was a weird looking wig.
I actually made a note about her wig, and when I rewatched Gothika, I was like, "Oh no, they didn't just do that," because like it was okay. There's a scene where Robert Downey Jr. was trying to hold her down when she was freaking out. Her wig was
just that. It's a lot of goofs in this movie. We'll talk about in a little bit. Before we get into our Gothika review, let's have one more commercial, and then we're going to get into this movie.
You know what I mean? She's had so many successful projects, and she's been given that green light to just kind of spearhead these projects. So I love that, and I love to see, especially a Black queen, you know, in that writer's room, and especially for such a variety of films.
Well, we can't say the W word.
Come on.
All right, now stop hitting that button.
Right.
Tamar and the drink button.
I know that button.
Dangerous.
No.
No.
All right, y'all. Let's get into our main topic of the evening. We're talking about Gothika.
You're not alone.
Literally, they should have had playing up here.
Don't choke, Ricky. Don't choke.
Not alone.
That was. Anyways, we're gonna talk about all of that. So Gothika stars Halle Berry as Dr. Miranda Gray. It also starred Robert Downey Jr., who I forgot all about was in this movie, and Penelope Cruz.
Right.
All three of these people have won awards, and yet they found themselves in this movie called Gothika.
Come on.
So basically the movie is about this psychiatrist who works in this prison, and she works in like the psychiatry department, obviously helping these women, and she gets into a accident while driving home, and she encounters a woman on the road. And the way that the story unfolds is basically she wakes up inside the hospital where she worked, and she was accused of killing her husband, but she has no recollection or memory about what happened. And she's being convinced and told that this is what she did. And then, you know, her memories eventually come back, and she realizes that this ghost girl has possessed her, made her kill her husband, and it's covered that her husband actually killed this girl along with his best friend, who was the sheriff of the town. All right, so that's basically what happens in the movie. First of all, let me get your, because I know we've all probably seen this and we haven't seen it in a long time, but rewatching this, what were your like first thoughts as you are watching this film? I'm gonna start with you, Lady Shasha.
I really liked it more this time than when I originally watched it, because I think I went to see it in the movie theater, and I think it was a victim of being mismarketed. So I remember going in thinking that it was going to be more of an intense horror movie and not so much a mystery thriller. And it's more of a mystery thriller. And I really like thrillers. And also I think because I'm older now, I have more of appreciation for stories unfolding like more slowly. So I really like that. I like it more now than when I first saw it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't really remember it, so this was almost like a fresh watch for me. And I do like the story. I thought the story was good, for sure. Ash, what did you think about it? Rewatching it again.
So I really like. I actually rewatched it before we started recording tonight, but the last time I watched it was probably like a year or two ago, and I remember really liking it then, and I still like it now. When it first came out, I was a little kid, so of course I didn't like understand anything, but I will say the one thing that stood out to me, and I still remember to this day, there's a line said by one of the orderlies when she's escorting Miranda, played by Halle Berry, to the shower. She's like, okay, time to wash away your sins. And for some reason, like 20 some years later, that still is like in my brain. But I really like this movie. It is kind of like, it didn't age well in some parts, but I still think it's a great movie. I feel like I'll be okay with a remake or a reimagining of it. But I mean, I still had a good time with it, wig and all.
Wig and all, yes. I agree with you. I think that it does have some moments where it didn't age well, but like I said, overall, I think the story was pretty good. The performances were decent. Halle Berry, I think she's Halle Berry.
Yeah.
And yeah. Ricky Z, what did you think watching this one?
Okay, so this is my first time watching it ever, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I think going in, like you said, Lady Sasha, that it was more of a thriller than like a full-on horror. Kind of changed my expectations, and it made it more enjoyable for me. Like, I actually liked the twist and the overall story, so it wasn't bad to me.
Mika, what did you think?
Oh yeah, I love it. And this is one kind of like one of the ones sometimes that I get in the habit of watching movies a lot, like certain movies, or going to sleep to movies. And this was in a rotation for a while, so I've seen it a lot of times, and I enjoy it. The cast is amazing. Like I said, a stellar cast. Even Charles S. Dutton and what is it? John Lynch?
John Carroll Lynch.
Great. A great actor. I don't think he gets enough praise. He just does these great little roles.
Yes.
But yeah, the cast is just great. So I enjoy it.
I think he also played Twisty the Clown in
yes,
he does.
Yes,
he does.
Yeah, he plays some great
He's a really good villain.
Yeah, he's good.
What'd you think, Kira?
Oh, I mean, I'm going to echo everything you guys said. This is actually a film that I enjoyed when I initially first saw it. And then, like Mika said, this is a film that I can actually throw on and enjoy a rewatch every time I see it. And I think Halle Berry did a great job. I love seeing like the star-studded cast when you think in terms of like where they all progressed, right? Outside of this project. I thought the acting was believable. Yeah, I enjoyed it. There's nothing bad that I can say about it.
Yeah. So one of the things I took away, like overarching theme, was to listen to women, right? Especially Black women. She clicked both times. Penelope Cruz's character Chloe was telling Miranda, like, this is happening to me. And yet Dr. Miranda Gray didn't really hear her or see exactly what she was trying to tell her. And then later on it's flipped, on her. She's now in the same predicament that Chloe is in, and she's trying to tell these people what has happened, and no one is listening or believing her. What are some other like moments or themes or things that you kind of took out of the movie? And anybody can jump in on that.
Piggybacking off what you said, one of the things that I really loved was the development of their relationship between Miranda and Chloe. And there's a scene between them when they're in the courtyard, and Miranda apologizes to Chloe for not believing her.
I love that.
And that sudden hug, it was like, oh my God, it just was so emotional. And then the whisper in her ear, warning her that, worse things are going to happen. It was just the even to the ending where the movie ends with the two of them, kind of solidifying their friendship. And I kind of wish there was a sequel, because the way that the movie ended, I'm like, this is like her origin story. She's now clairvoyant or something,
Exactly. Yeah. One thing that wasn't lost on me that I thought was so interesting, because I don't know if you guys know this, but in my full-time work, I work in mental health services. So it's always interesting when you see like films where like, oh, you know, you have the psychiatrist or you have like the overall scene in general. And I found it so striking to kind of piggyback off what you said too, Christy, is that as a psychiatrist, when she's in that scene with her husband, Charles S. Dutton's character, and she's kind of breaking down things that she sees, but it still doesn't feel right. And even though she is highly intelligent, very well versed and trained in her field, she couldn't see the one person who she should have been able to see beyond that facade. So I said, oh wow, it just captured kind of how much you can miss even when you're highly skilled, which is frightening in and of itself.
Yeah. And I think that was also, well, I don't know if that was intentional, but a message I took too, like the way mental health is handled.
Oh,
like,
yes. Yep.
By the doctors, by the people who work with these people, like everybody was so oblivious to what was going on to these individuals.
Yep.
Yeah, and a dependence on over medicating people rather than really listening to them or hearing them out. You kind of silence them with the quick thing to do is medicating them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that first interaction with Dr. Miranda and that one nurse, she's like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, well, I gave her this," and she's like, oh, "That dose is way too high.
Right.
Bring that down." But yeah, those were good. When any other themes or anything you guys took away from?
I never realized. I mean, with this watch, I never realized the amount of gaslighting that was going on in this movie. I was actually triggered this time. I'm sitting on the couch like,
yes,
but yeah, it's a good movie.
It is. One thing I wanted to ask you guys, is Miranda a victim or a villain or both?
Victim.
Yes,
I would say victim too.
Yeah, and I would say when we think in terms about villain, right, we have our own probably definition of how we perceive the villain. I think that perhaps, and this is like just assumptions, right, that she was a psychiatrist, but we primarily see her working with Chloe, that she could be viewed as the villain initially, right, in terms of, you know, this person who has all of this charge and power and kind of dictate like what I take in my movements. But I would say she was an unintentional, like she's a genuine person that's really trying to figure it out. But I think there's a juxtaposition there depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, I like that, Kira.
Yeah. And she definitely. Oh, go ahead, Shasha. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, no, I was saying definitely she was a victim too, I think, in circumstance of being hospitalized, because she was a victim there because she wasn't getting the proper treatment and no one was really listening to her. And then also a victim of her husband's action, because you were basically, you know, living, like Kira said, a facade and kind of all that unraveling, not just at home and what he was doing with work and all that. It's just, you know, so definitely a victim.
Yeah, I was just going to say that she's unaware, because it seems that her and the people around her are so, I guess, surrounded by science that they completely discredit anything that would be spiritual or metaphysical. So the idea of, you know, a spirit trying to contact her was just never going to enter their minds as plausible.
Oh, Sasha, yes.
Yeah. I think there was a moment where she said, because what is Robert Downey Jr.'s character's name? Because I keep forgetting his name. What was it?
Was it Pete or Peter?
Pete.
I think it was Pete. Yeah. And she's like, "Don't quote that psychobabble to me." And he's, you know, she's trying to get him to say like, this is not science. This is not a diagnosis. Like this is, I can't explain what it is. But yeah, like that scene was her again in the other side of it, when Chloe was trying to tell her that the devil was doing this stuff to her, and she was like, "Oh, this is just the delusions." So it was a lot of like those mirroring in the beginning of the movie when he's like, "Who's the mirror? You're the mirror." She was mirroring a lot of what Chloe was experiencing.
The one thing that I didn't understand about her is, like, you know how you were saying not seeing the person that's closest to her? How would she let him sit up there calling himself God, and she didn't question like, "What? No. You were God."
And he was serious about that too. That was one of my questions.
You're able to on Halle Berry. Do you see the difference here?
Yes. One of my questions was
his
like,
mouth was open like,
Oh,
no.
I told Tamon that. I was like, I don't know if this was him in character or if it was him in real life that he was glad he was kissing her.
I know.
Yeah, it was.
And felt the same thing with Robert Downey Jr. That scene where she walks by right after she's talking to her husband leaves, and she starts to walk by Robert Downey Jr. He was looking at her like, if I could grab you and kiss you right now, I would.
Oh yeah.
Why is that an ongoing thing for Halle though? Like when you that, and then it's like when you look at the award shows and all that stuff that happened,
but I do think that it was his character was meant to be like that because later
he
on
loved
she
her.
wanted to have an affair.
They
absolutely did. I don't even think he had a date. I think he lied and said he had a date so that he could talk to her about this date that didn't exist.
I was rooting for them. I'll admit it. I was rooting for Miranda and Pete.
What did you think about that scene when she's like, "Did we have an affair?"
Yeah.
Like, no. Did you want to? Yes.
Yeah.
I was like this.
Yeah.
I think it's implied that they did get together because at the very end, when she's at the police station and he runs up to the door, the first thing he says is, "I'm sorry," as in I believe you now. So
they lived happily ever after. I'm just kidding. No, and there was like that picture that she was like looking at, and the way he was just staring at her, like, like, ooh, I would cave in. I'm sorry. I love you so much.
Would you want to be with someone who treated you that way?
You know, it's kind of, I would say, well, it depends, right? Because I think like kind of Shasha noted it. And when we think in terms of like, well, think about the conversations, even when people think in terms of like atheists, right? Or like what we believe, what we don't, agnostic, like when you are driven by science and your education, and this is what you should focus on and hold as fact. I think that in that sense, like Pete was definitely trying to stay the course with regards to, I can't think beyond anything else. This is my lane. And so in that sense, you know, you saw that a little bit with Halle Berry too, even not being able to do that with Chloe, right? Miranda's character with Chloe. So I said, I probably would give him a little grace. Give him some grace.
And I think he wanted to believe her at that one moment when they were on the phone. He was like, I don't believe in ghosts. And she's like, I don't either, but they believe in me. I think he wanted to. He just couldn't see it.
Yeah. It's hard for people to believe what you can't explain. You know, people are so driven by what they can see, like facts. So it's hard for people sometimes to think outside of a box and to, you know, you can't really explain what you're experiencing. I think that's hard for people.
Did anyone think that Pete was going to be the villain?
Right now.
I did.
The first time I watched it, I thought Pete was going to be the villain, and now we know he's the red herring. But
because he was just so thirsty, like he was always there, and willing.
Yeah, and even she thought it was like, did you set this up?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the reveal was the tattoo was on his chest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, I'm probably going too far into this. So look, no. Like the whole tattoo, like we already did the spoilers. We already said who was behind all of it. But like it makes me wonder if anyone else, like the other workers in that hospital, were aware of the actions that were happening, especially with Chloe.
Oh yeah.
I
would think so, because to get through all those locks and doors,
just for the sheriff to get in there and do,
it would have to. It would have to be to do that. And
I think that nurse Irene. I feel like Irene. It was something.
Absolutely, and I think also when the guy from the front desk let her go,
the security guy.
Yeah, I felt like they had to know. They had to know what he was doing. And he just probably wanted to help her.
He gave
her
grace. My security did.
He gave her some grace. Going back to what you and Mika and Lady Shasha were talking about earlier, even though we got like a small glimpse into that relationship between Miranda and her husband, like what kind of relationship do y'all think they actually had? Because she seemed like so brokenhearted when she realized what she did. Like she's like, why me? Like, why would you make me do this to my husband? Like,
Definitely, I think the power dynamic was
Yeah, I
off
was just about to
because
Yeah.
you see a woman, especially in the beginning, who's very assertive, very sure of her profession. But then when she interacts the first time with her husband, you can see her
Mhm.
kind of, I don't know, like go down a little bit, kind of shift that power dynamic and kind of acquiesce to
Almost
him.
shrink
Yeah,
herself.
yeah.
Yeah.
in her
Invest in
presence.
her own assessments based on what he gave as an analysis. So definitely, I thought you could feel the power dynamics of kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like she probably wasn't thinking like anything was wrong at all. Probably wasn't thinking anything suspicious about it. And it looked like they were in like a small town anyway. So so I think he was probably so skilled at his job and what he was doing that he was able to cover up so much. Like he got his fix one way and was able to come back home and act like nothing was wrong afterward.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
think
I
about
think
the
it's
position he
took
held.
place in Connecticut because when she's in the car, the radio says there's flooding in northern Connecticut and New Hampshire, and I'm like, there's a state in between. I had to look up who the writer was, the guy who wrote the screenplays from Venezuela. So I guess
Okay.
he didn't know the landscape, but also the town is called Bridgefield. And Bridgefield sounds like it's a combination of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and Springfield, Massachusetts.
Oh,
So
look at that.
I would have never caught that.
Shasha, fellow New Englander.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my neck of the woods.
We saw it in the theater, didn't we, Kira? I think we did.
We did. Yep, we did.
I saw it in my car on my computer.
Love it.
No, I saw it on VHS tape.
Yeah.
Come on, VHS.
Saw it at home.
I think I saw it in the theater. Yeah, I probably would have seen it in the theater. Yeah.
I don't remember where I first saw it. I feel like I probably saw it at home though. I can't remember. It's been a long time. So my next question was not really a question, but why do you think they chose, or let's not think of it as a movie. If this was real, why did the ghost choose Miranda? Because I feel like that's such a traumatic thing to do, like to make someone kill their spouse that they're so in love with. Like, couldn't she have chosen Doug since he was who she wanted to die anyway, and made him kill him, and then that way that she could have killed two birds in one stone, and Miranda still could have uncovered all of this stuff afterwards.
Well, I think it would have been because I think it was like just when she was reimagining like the death scene. I think it's more horrifying for him to have her, the woman he loved, be the one to kind of
least expecting.
You know what I mean? Because it was so unsuspected, and just him, like that whole scene where he's like, why?
Like he felt betrayed because all this time he was able to feed in all this crap into her brain, and then for someone that he treated that way turned and like stabbed his back.
And I think the ghost would have to choose somebody that had empathy. And I don't think that those two dudes truly had empathy. So
it was a wake up call. Like, look, girl,
get your
look what your man did and his friend.
And he's going to do it again.
Yes, I don't think it's not lost on me either that she probably was the only one that could actually put all the pieces together. Do you know what I mean? So like even like finding, I'm not going to give too much away, but when she gets to the house in the country that they had, like she was the only one that was going to, in my opinion, probably put all the pieces together in the way that was needed.
Who was going to do it? Irene?
I think she's probably the only one that actually wanted to like help, like with her interaction and like her frustrations with not getting anywhere with Chloe. I think she truly wanted to make some headway with her. And so I think that's where you kind of see that empathy from her.
Although Ricky, she was jacking her up a few times.
She did. Also, this movie reminded me of a couple other movies. So I looked to see when these movies came out because I was like, oh, this seems so much like What Lies Beneath.
That's a good one.
Which came out in 2000.
Hey, Christy Robert Zemeckis is a producer on Gothika.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, now that kind of makes sense. I was like, dang, this feels a little bit like What Lies Beneath a little bit. And then Sixth Sense in a way too, which came out in '99. It also has like a twist. Obviously, it's not as big as a twist as Sixth Sense was, but
they could both be because of the Sixth Sense. Because once like one movie or style of movie does really well at the box office, then other movies that are similar will get more likely to get greenlit.
Oh yeah,
yes, and that's a good point because this was Dark. What is it? Dark Castles. This was their first actual original film. Before they had only done remakes like 13 Ghosts, House on Haunted Hill. So this was like their first baby that they did themselves, and it had like a $40 million budget. It made like $140 million in the box office. So that's probably why they decided to like go that way. Let's talk about the ending because I feel like Lady Shasha said, like, this opens the book for so much more after the fact that they could have gone with. So in the end, all is well. And Dr. Miranda Gray and Chloe are seen hugging and going their separate ways. And she sees a little boy in the road and he's pointing, and then a bus comes, and then we realize that the little boy is actually a ghost. And then she walks away, and then the camera pans and we see a missing poster with little boy's face on it. I was like, girl, why she ain't go back and have that baby?
No. You know what it made me think of? It made me think that if they were to continue with this story, that almost like Stir of Echoes, if anyone's seen that, like the door has been opened and now the assumption, or at least I kind of hold it as like, oh, this will be now her gift. She has the second sight now. And so if we would have a continuation, that story could pick up right there. That's kind of how I took that.
Was it satisfying for you, the ending?
It was, because now, you guys, I never look forward to a perfect ending. I love when there's question marks, and if it's done right, it provides a really good opportunity for a continuation. So I like the way it ended.
Yeah, I did too. Have you seen?
And I like having a happy ending sometimes. Things don't always have to be.
I know.
Yeah. If Halle Berry said no to this movie, who would you cast instead?
Who was big around that time? We got 2003.
Tomorrow, go up a couple comments because someone mentioned Vivica. So,
really?
The Fox was pretty big around that time too.
I see Vivica.
I don't know.
No, I don't know if I'd necessarily be like really wanting to watch it, but
I don't know.
I don't know if I see.
You guys remember Gothika on that short-lived Lifetime series?
I don't. Well, Lady Shasha, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was laughing at the Susan Sarandon.
I'm trying to see who was around that time. Let me see.
I'm thinking.
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
I'm trying to who was if we're talking about black actress.
You know what I'm thinking? What about Sanaa?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
What's her name? Oh my gosh, she was in Black Knight. What's her name? Hold on, I gotta look it up. Marsha.
Was that the Martin Lawrence?
Yes.
I wonder how Nabush Wright would have been in it. That's the girl from Blade. She kind of disappeared. I liked her.
Oh, they have Kimberly Elise. I'm looking at a list of 90s, 2000s. Kimberly Elise.
Yeah, she cries.
Marsha Thomason, that's her name.
I could see that.
She can emote
They have Nicole Ari Parker.
Ooh. Not Jada.
Oh yes, I love Vanderway Newton.
Yeah,
I did too.
Yes, call her by her correct name.
Yeah, Vanderway. Yes.
These are good ones.
Her original root. She said you could pronounce this.
That was a good one. That was a good question. Because I think, I don't know. For me, I have a hard time doing that, trying to put somebody else. Once I see them in a row, I have a hard time trying to find somebody else Those are my main questions that I have for y'all. Do y'all have anything else to add about the movie?
Oh, what would people rate it on a
thoughts.
scale of 1 to 10?
Ooh.
I would say about like a 7, only because of the color grading. All that gray and blue.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That's good too. I say 7 or 8. I would probably say because I do love. I remember first watching it. I really loved the reveal and the twist. I think that was really really well done. So I'm gonna go with like I say like 7 or 8.
I probably do 6. I think some of the writing for me was a little like the dialogue. I mean, was a little, and that could just be because of the times. So I think I would go 6.
Yeah, I'd probably say a 7. Like at least with the dialogue, like that opening scene with Penelope Cruz was kind of like. Kind of
we needed a trigger warning, okay? We needed a trigger warning.
It's a bit cringe, but no, I'll give it a 7 because I enjoyed the twist. I didn't quite catch it until probably like a couple sentences of dialogue before it was revealed. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That makes complete sense now.
They should have had, there was one line, but they could have expanded more on it when Halle was like, I think she's over medicated. I wish they would have expanded on that because I think that's why Penelope's character wasn't making sense because she was over medicated. She couldn't explain what was happening to her.
Valid.
Because look at how she talked in the hospital versus when she's out of the hospital. Whatever they had her on, she was like talking completely normal.
Yeah, I'll probably give it.
Yes, love it.
I would give about 6.5 out of 10.
I'd say 7.
I thought your cup had a nose on it, but that's from everybody.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Yep. My Wheel of Time background.
Oh, I say Gothika.
What movie would you say?
I don't think I didn't see Perfect Strangers.
I need to rewatch that one.
Wait, Perfect Strangers is the one where Idris Elba asked to use the phone?
Oh, that's like
isn't it Bruce?
What is that called?
Bruce Willis is in Perfect Stranger.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one.
The engine was
No Good Deed is what you're talking about.
There you go. That's that one.
Yeah,
I will say they both have like twists, but Gothika 100% would be stronger than Perfect Strangers in my opinion.
It's been a while since I've seen Perfect Strangers. I was too young to be watching that movie, but I did. So I need to do a rewatch.
Yeah. Do you guys think I still don't hear people talk about Gothika too much, or like sometimes people don't know what I'm talking about? Do you think that's changed? Do you guys get that when you?
I still don't hear a lot of talk about. I did a review on a show like 2 years ago on it, but I feel like I never hear anything about Gothika. I feel like people don't want to associate it with horror.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I hear more like people clowning it than
really,
like
it doesn't deserve the hate that it gets.
I don't think so. No,
I don't think so.
People just have high expectations. It's like you need to sit down somewhere. Just enjoy the damn movie.
Just enjoy
especially
what it is.
Compared to what Christy just mentioned when she mentioned What Lies Beneath. I'm like, that's you're gonna say
perfect double feature.
100%.
They kind of go together.
Yeah,
definitely. And I loved What Lies Beneath.
Oh yeah,
and I think there's a black remake of it on Tubi.
Oh gosh!
I'm looking at the trailer. I'm like, that's What Lies Beneath.
Oh my god! What is it called? Is it called that? Is it called What Lies Beneath? Or
I don't remember what the title was. I just
oh gosh, let me look it up. I'm about to look it up.
I'm gonna need to know what
there's
that
a
is.
Single Black Female Part 3 out, and I didn't even get to
yes.
see it.
I'm like, what else can they go with that story?
Obsessed with Idris. I remember that. That was the one with Beyonce, right?
Yeah, Beyonce. Yeah.
Oh,
there was one Fatal, which is basically the Black Fatal Attraction.
Hold on.
Let's watch What Lies Beneath last.
What lurks beneath?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, see, that's well done. I
always love that scene when she's like, I think she's starting to success something.
Yeah.
He's like, who? He's like, your wife.
And talk about a twist in that one.
Yeah,
that was
crazy. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
so good.
You were in my house.
The black version of Female with Enemy. It's called
It's
Till
called
Dawn.
Till Dawn.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, when I Google it, it says it's called. That doesn't make sense. It says if you enjoyed What Lies Beneath or looking for similar movie on Tubi with black cast, consider His House. But isn't His
That's
House
the
one
whole opposite.
No, that's
Wow.
with the immigrant couple in England.
Yeah.
No,
There's
that's
two movies
the
named
same.
His House.
I think it's two movies because I don't even think His House on Tubi.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's not on Tubi. So let me see if there's
Duplicity
two.
by Tyler Perry.
I need to watch that. Is that
I did
any
not
good,
watch
Tamon? Is that worth my time?
Girl,
I'm not
Tyler.
watching that.
That's good.
It's Tyler
I'll
Perry,
watch
so I have to
Duplicity
ask.
and then come back to me. Let me
Right.
know if I can watch Duplicity.
No, that's not the one. Because His House is
Got
the
our
only
K
one that's
Graham in it. We
on
should watch it for
Netflix.
K Graham, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in it.
Yeah, she's one of the she's leads.
I love her, but
Oh,
come on.
I know.
I'll save it for a rainy day.
Right. I'm with you on that one.
The rainiest of days.
Yeah.
The radius of the
Like in Hillary Duff's music video, like pouring down right now.
Come clean days.
Let the
Acrimony.
Oh,
Thoughts
God.
on Acrimony?
Acrimony was so bad.
Yeah.
That baby.
Oh my gosh. Everybody in that movie is an a-hole.
Oh my god.
All the characters are all jerks.
Y'all see those fan made sequel posters and it's Taraji?
What is she doing?
No.
Stop it.
Let me see. So you know, you know like the ending of Acrimony, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's people creating like fan made sequel posters, and they're like Taraji's back in Acrimony 2, and it's like her dripping wet, like thawing out, and I'm like, no,
Please don't.
Yeah.
I hate
We
it.
already
Here.
know Tyler writing. Now he's writing it. We know he is.
Mhm. Work ethic. Sorry. That would never not be funny.
That was Tyler Perry, wasn't it? Acrimony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Accent mid, right?
Have y'all checked out the Beauty in Black one?
Oh no.
I've seen some clips.
Oh wow.
I was listening to Double Toast's review, and they were saying how it was a good movie, and then the movie ended, and then he added 20 more minutes onto it of some other stuff that ruined the first hour. He was like, the first hour just felt like a straight Lifetime movie, and everybody was like, oh, Tyler Perry's improved. And then he was like, no, I still got budget.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Look what he did. What was that? Divorce in Black? The opening act of that movie?
With that funeral scene?
That was so terrible.
I also review by writing all by myself.
I'm not sure how
That's my
acting in that
grandmother.
one.
I was like, Grandma, what you think of this? She was like, I've seen that before. And I'm like, what do you mean?
That seems crazy.
This particular grandmother's from New Orleans. And half the time, the stuff, she'll be like, yeah, somebody did that. Somebody did that. Even her stories. She told me a story about one of her aunties shot at her uncle outside the church because he offered to give another lady a ride home. And I'm like, so these things that Tyler Perry are showing us are just like
I'm about to say he's from New Orleans. What is he?
Reality.
Yeah, so I'm like,
so they real
Florida
stories
man.
now.
Is he showing us Louisiana man? Is this
Maybe that's what it is.
Based on real women that has been.
Oh, that's a good. Okay, Kimberly Elise. She could play in Gothika if Halle. Thank you, Cal.
Yep, that's good.
Kimberly's was good. Yeah. Timon said,
I need that money. So let me see.
I was dead serious that she was gonna say that's crazy when they took the body out of the casket, and she was like, "No, I seen them do that." I'm like,
that was crazy scene.
That was a crazy scene.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
take true Tyler fashion.
Take it back. Repossessing the body.
Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Look, we have reached the end of our show. The Scream Queenz.
No.
The Scream Queenz.
No.
Okay, this is not goodbye though. This is not goodbye because we will be back to talk about The Woman in the Yard, along with the Scream Kings.
Ooh,
Next
Love
week.
it.
Yes.
Yes. So we're gonna be collabing the Kings and Queens on one stage. Y'all get ready, and we're gonna be talking about The Woman in the Yard. So go watch the movie this weekend.
Ooh,
Let's
that
check
was
it out.
good. That was good.
Okay. And then we'll come back on next week and talk about the movie together. So I'm excited about that. How are y'all feeling?
I am.
I'm excited but nervous.
Yeah.
Yes, same.
It's
You have that- You don't want to
PG-13.
get your hopes up feeling.
It's PG-13. It's Blumhouse. You don't know.
Oh my god, that's what make me worry. Ash Bloomhouse.
Yeah, that's my biggest worry as well.
PG-13.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you can do a PG-13.
You can do-
right?
Yeah, they're-
Right. But
If you have
But
James Wan,
Blumhouse,
yeah.
yeah.
But they don't have James Wan.
Exactly.
Bring James Wan back, the horror, y'all.
Yeah.
Please.
Wasn't Insidious PG-13?
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they do that.
I don't want no
hope they-
atomic monster. I want James Wan himself.
I'm gonna keep the fingers
All of the fingers.
crossed for it. Great cast, though.
That said,
My girl
let's
Danielle,
wish she would never
she's
walk in the yard with them expensive.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Well, go watch
Wait,
the
was
y'all.
Malignant PG-13?
Malignant was
What's Malignant?
I thought it was. It wasn't.
Which one?
Wasn't that also James Wan?
Uh-huh.
Again.
Case in point.
Yep.
Oh, that was rated R.
Oh no. Yeah, it was R.
We just
It
need
was
James
R,
Wan
okay.
back. That's
Yeah.
that's what Cat's saying. We just need James Wan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna go around. Everyone is gonna share where you can find us, what we got going on. So let's go ahead and go in order. Ash to Ashes, you go first, and we'll go around the room.
Yes, you can find me on Kill the Dead podcast and Rise from the Dead podcast. You can also check out my monthly articles with Dread Central. The latest one just dropped a couple days ago. I cover some hidden gems that were directed by female directors, so definitely check that out.
Amazing.
And if you want to follow me on socials, it's at Ash to Ashes. That's Ash with the X in the middle, Ashes.
Very good.
So,
I'll
Lady
be
Shaka?
back here tomorrow evening, actually twice. First for what we watched last weekend, and we will be covering found footage, and also we went on a ghost hunt in downtown Orlando, and
Ooh.
took some footage, and we'll show you how that turned out. And then also tomorrow night, I'll be on Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel, talking about Bite and Bite Me. And like I said, Sunday Super Show is going to be part 3. Or is it? Am I on part 4? I think I'm on part 3. Oh, she did that. I'm going to keep them all together. And it's going to be more talk about women directed and written horror films. The drop that I did last weekend focused more on women that did slasher films, like Freddy's Dead, the first 2 Halloweens, which were co-written by Deborah Hill. What else did I put in there? The Fear Street trilogy, which was also written and directed by women. I did a whole retrospective on those movies. That was episode 2 of She Did That. On my socials, am I forgetting one? I'm forgetting Hood Podcast. All things Black geek culture, but a lot of times we end up just laughing at TikToks, and also bigging up TikToks of the best, like cosplay. TikTok's like the best place for cosplayers. Like they really can showcase their things. On socials, okay, I'm at Horror Freak, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, Lemon8, and Red Note. And I also have a website, whatajustwatched.com, and I have an Amazon shop, which is amazon.com/shop/Lady Shasha. I have cosplay essentials on there, skincare stuff, DVDs, and some of the memorabilia type things behind me also are on my Amazon shop.
Yeah.
Okay. That cloud still freaks me out.
Yeah, it's super creepy.
I had to get it. That's probably the first thing that scared me in a horror movie in my life. Is this clown? That's a whole generation. There's a whole generation that don't mess with clowns because of this one.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay, which one of y'all want to do? Mika or Kira?
You can do it this time.
Okay. It'll be brief. It'll be brief. So Kira, one half of that Double Feet podcast with the double over there, Mika. And you can find us on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok at Double Feet Podcast. And this Sunday we will be discussing the film Hard Truths. So if you have time and you're around, I think what is it, 7, Mika? I'm not sure. Look at that.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7, you guys.
Kira just show up. That's it. I'm here. What time? Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm sorry. Let me stop bursting out of song.
Okay, so you can find me at RickyZ _ social or Ricky _ ZTV on TikTok. Next week, I will not be on any type of air. I'll be on a cruise because it's spring break. So, y'all. But normally you'll find me on Geeking Out on Mondays. 1/4 of Geeking Out. We're still talking about Wheel of Time and trudging through Daredevil, I guess, and anything else we can think of, and then I'll be back behind the scenes for Scream Queenz when we get back with that.
Hey, Christy.
All right, you guys. I'm Christy. Again, one half of In Love with Horror, and I have a lot. I can't halfway keep all my stuff together. Okay, so we have a YouTube channel /podcast In Love with Horror where we talk about all things horror. Most of the times we talk a lot about movies, but we're starting to introduce things like games and things like that as well. I have a book club that I host with my friends Mark and Mike. And that is on Fables called Do Butler, Do Better. So we are reading something, The Bones, I don't know, House of Bone and Rain by Gambino Iglesias right now. We try to read stuff by Black women, anyone who's, marginalized, queer authors and things like that within the horror speculative fiction genre. What else we got?
Where are you about to be at next week?
Oh, I'm about to go to Overlook next week, y'all. I'm so hyped about the Overlook Film Festival in New Orleans.
Jealous.
So tell me where to go to New Orleans because I ain't never been there, so I don't know where to go. But I want to sightsee while I'm there, so y'all can blue sky.
You got to ask Sasha. Sasha got you.
I'm sure. Yes, Lady Sasha, let me know where to go. I want to see everything. But yeah, I also write over our website, inlovewithhorror.com. I write film reviews there, but I also write for Night Tide magazine. I actually had an article just go up this past month about The Descent. It's 25 years since that movie came out.
Wait, what? That's why.
The Descent.
Wow.
20 years. 20 years. 20 years.
20 years.
Wow. It better not be no 20 years.
Came out in 2005.
Wow. People alive talking to me that weren't born when The Descent came out.
This is true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So I also shared a picture in there. So I think it's nighttidemag.com. And I talked about this. Now I have to send it to y'all so y'all can see. It's a picture of me inside of a cave when I was in high school. I also write for horrormovieblog.com as well. I just had a piece go up there too, talking about how horror shows up in women's spaces. So Bad Hair, The First Omen, Suspiria, talked about all those films. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. But yeah, thanks so much everyone in the comments who showed
great chat.
Live and chatting with us. We had so much fun, not just tonight, but all month long. And we hope that you guys come back next time the queens show up to show how the kings do it.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And I'll see y'all next week. We're gonna talk about the woman in the yard.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
And we out, y'all. Good night.